David, who is a candidate for TRE? Who is it like? Who can benefit from it?
Well, first of all, since the shaking mechanism is part of the nervous system of the human body, every human person should do it because it's part of our nature and it helps us. So I start from the basic level. When I was living in Lebanon and Sudan and Yemen and places where there was some violence, I would start teaching mothers to teach their children so they could calm down the family.
Right.
Well, what happened is then I started teaching the mothers and the fathers together, separately from the children, so they could have a new way of relating to one another, to help each other to stay calm down. And then what that did was that built into the family dynamics. So now you have the mom and dad and the children all doing it together after some sort of stressful event that they go through, and they start laughing and joking and playing with it. So now they're watching each other's bodies kind of come alive, and it gives them a whole new perspective. So we went from families, and then we went up to organizations. What organizations are in the area that already do something similar? So you could talk about yoga groups or health groups or all those sorts of things. But then you talk about nonprofit organizations who are doing great work. How do they keep themselves healthy and alive? Because they're doing a lot of difficult works. And then I started working with military first responders, firemen, policemen, EMTs, all that group. Then I started getting them all to work not just individually, but as groups, helping each other, because you don't need clinical therapy in this technique. And they all discovered they built better relationships with one another because they were playing and laughing and exploring this new thing in their body.
Team building.
Yeah, exactly. And they were doing it all together. So what naturally happened is I started teaching families and they started doing it together, but then they had fun with it. They watched how each other shook, they tremored together, they played and they laughed with it. And without effort, it almost was just bringing the family closer together because this was new and interesting technique, and it was very effective. Children started doing it so they could go to sleep at night because it helps calm the nervous system.
Right.
Then we started it into working at much larger levels with organizations and a lot of first responders, as an example, because they have a very close group and they work very hard, and they're often facing life or death threats. And so we taught them how to help each other so they don't need clinical therapy or anything like that, which they don't like to do. And they were able to actually build a better bond amongst themselves because now were they not only experiencing stressful situations, but they were also learning how to relax together and get rid of those traumas that they experienced and do it as a support group for one another.